Hi, hello everyone. Achievers JEE NEET Foundation program, and today we are going to discuss 7th class weather and climate topic. Okay, in this topic we are first going through conceptual understanding questions. Okay, so let us start our session with this conceptual understanding questions. Okay, come to the first one. The department which prepares weather report is. The question, which department gives the weather report? Either the rain is going to fall for the next 2 days, and like that, which department is going to the information, the question they are asking. So come to the first one. First option, telecom department. Second one, electrical department. C option, meteorological department, and D option is civil department. Telecom department, what is actually the work of this telecom department is, telecom department is all about the communication. It gives the information about the telegraphs or telephones, the communication, all about the communication, not about the weather. Comes to the electrical department. Electrical department gives the information about how much amount of current usage, everything, that bills, everything will come under the electrical department. Next one, meteorological department. Meteorological department gives the information about the weather information and weather reports and weather forecast, everything will be given by this meteorological department. Civil department, what is the work of civil department? This is about the public sector. All the public services will come under this civil department. So our answer will be option C. The department which prepares weather report is meteorological department. Okay, come to the next question. The amount of humidity in the atmosphere is a measure of dash in air. See, the question they are asking, amount of humidity in the atmosphere is a measure of. What is the measure of? In the atmosphere, in the air we have so many gases, everything, temperature, humidity, moisture, everything we have. So humidity, particularly how much amount of humidity in the atmosphere is present, we will measure by its moisture. How much amount of moisture is present, that gives the information about the humidity. Okay, here the options are given: heat, temperature, chemicals and moisture. Humidity is not about the heat, or humidity is all about the moisture present in the atmosphere is called its humidity. We can observe in some places we will feel so much sweaty, in some places we will feel no sweating, even at the very high temperature also no sweating, because of the reason the amount of moisture present in the atmosphere. If we go through Vizag side, in there the humidity is more, means the sweating is more, means the amount of moisture present in the atmosphere is more, that is called humidity. Here in Hyderabad we will not feel that much sweating. Even at high temperatures, even at most sunny days also, we won't feel the sweating, because less moisture will be present in the atmosphere, that is called humidity. So I will go with the option D, moisture. Okay, come to the next question. The instrument used to measure rainfall is called. See, to measure the different types of elements, we have elements: temperature, rainfall, weather, climate, like that, and we have a pressure, volume, everything to measure. We have some instruments. Here the question, the instrument used to measure, the instrument used to measure rainfall is called barometer. See, the first option is barometer, but barometer is used to measure the pressure at sea level. See, the pressure at sea level 760 mm of Hg, 76 cm of Hg, like we will study the barometer. It works to measure the pressure. But here he is asking, the question is rainfall, so not the first option. Come to the second one, it is rain gauge. The amount of rainfall fallen in particular area is 14 centimeters or 13 centimeters or 12 centimeters, like while the reporters they'll give the information to us in particular area. While it is a rainy day, in the news they'll give the information about in particular area the rainfall is observed 12 centimeters, highest rainfall is observed in that area. Like that they'll give how they are measuring that rainfall, the instrument they are using, that instrument is nothing but called rain gauge. Rain gauge is the instrument we use to measure the rainfall. Comes to here, next option is thermometer. Why not thermometer? Generally thermometer we use to measure the temperature. Here we have a different types of thermometers. Clinical thermometers we have. Clinical thermometers means we will use to measure the body temperatures, and some thermometers we use to measure the weather. Like that is called fourth option in maximum minimum thermometer. What is the work of this maximum minimum thermometer? This thermometer used to measure the temperature. Even this thermometer is also used to measure the temperature only, but the difference is here this MMT used to calculate the highest temperature and lowest temperature in particular place. Okay, at 10 o'clock what is the temperature? It's showing, and at evening or afternoon what is the temperature? It is showing. So the highest temperature and lowest temperature in particular place we can calculate or we can find by using the maximum minimum thermometer. So barometer is for pressure, thermometer is measured to temperature, maximum minimum thermometer is used to measure the highest and lowest temperatures. So our answer is rain gauge. Rain gauge is used to measure the rainfall. Comes to the next question. The temperature, humidity, rainfall, wind speed, etc. are called the dash of weather. See, these are called the elements of weather. When we come to the weather, we will talk about these compulsory. What is the temperature? The weather depends on the temperature. The weather depends on the humidity. Weather depends on the rainfall and wind blowing which side. All these are the elements of the weather. Not the compounds. Those are not indicators. Those are not indicators. Those elements, compounds, indicators, chemicals. This temperature, humidity, rainfall, those are not the chemicals, those are not even the indicators and not the compounds. They are the elements of weather. Okay, is it clear? Come to the next one. The maximum and minimum temperatures of a day are recorded by using. Just now in the previous one we have discussed how to measure the maximum, highest temperature and lowest temperature in a particular place or particular area is used by the maximum minimum thermometer, that is called MMT. That is called MMT. Celsius thermometer is there. Celsius thermometer, Fahrenheit thermometer, both are thermometers used to measure the temperature only, but the temperature in degrees Celsius and it is in degrees Fahrenheit. Particularly to measure the maximum and minimum thermometers, maximum and minimum temperatures in a day, we use this maximum minimum thermometer. What is this hydrogen thermometer? Actually hydrogen thermometer is a gas thermometer. Not only hydrogen, in those gas thermometers we can use the gases hydrogen and helium also. That is not we are using to measure maximum and minimum temperatures in a day. Okay, our answer is maximum. Here space should be there. Maximum minimum thermometer. This is also known as MMT. Okay, come to the next one. At what time do you feel comparatively comfortable in a day during summer seasons? Obviously this is a general question. In a summer, in the summer, in which time comparatively? Generally afternoon it shows the highest temperature. Afternoon we feel so much hot in the summer time. At the morning we will feel so relaxed, and at evening time also the temperature starts decreasing. At the sun setting time, evening at 6 and 7 time also we will feel a little bit relaxed like. So he is asking comparatively comfortable in day during summer. See, in the afternoon is not at all the answer. At midnight also will not, comparatively they are asking. So early in the morning and in the evening. When compare with in the evening, early morning will be the pleasant. Comparatively early morning will be pleasant when compare with the evening. So we are going with the option early in the morning. Okay. Comes to the next one. All changes taking place in the atmosphere are caused by the, see, atmosphere. Atmosphere means what is that atmosphere? How we decide how is the atmosphere today? Either hot today or cool today. The rain is going to fall. Like that we will listen, right? So these changes taking place in the atmosphere is all about the temperature. All about temperature means if the more the temperature is higher, then we will feel it is a sunny day. Like very less temperature is recording, then we are going to tell it is very cool, it is very temperature is very less, like we will feel, right? So it's all about temperature. In the given options, which one is belongs to the temperature? See, moon is always cool, right? See, next one is the sun. The sun is the reason for all the changes in the atmosphere. So I will go with the option sun. Not even the earth. Not the earth. I will go with the sun. Not the earth. Not the stars. Moon. Evening time it will be. The sun is nothing but during the daytime. Daytime, from the sunrise to sunset, there will be the changes in the atmosphere. So sun is the main source and major cause by the changes taking place in the atmosphere one. Okay, comes to the next question. The average weather pattern taken over a long time is called the, see, in some areas if we observe, most of the areas if we go to the north side, in Rajasthan are deserts. If we observe, in the desert will not get even the water and it will be very hot. The temperature is very high. So maximum a long time we will observe there is a hot temperature, means there is high temperature. So we will decide that okay, deserts it's very hot. Like when come to the polar regions, like in polar regions what we will observe most of the time we will observe very less temperature recording and it is very cold and we can't be stay there, right? So the maximum and the highest temperature, it is not about the temperature, the weather pattern taken over a long time gives the climate. The climate at the polar regions is cool. The climate at the deserts is very hot. So because in the deserts the temperature is maintaining high most of the time. In polar regions, or if you see the north places, Kedarnath, some places we have, if you go to the Uttarakhand, there most of the time we will see very low temperature recording. So we can say that side it is very cool. Okay, so that is called the climate. The climate at that side is very cool. The climate at the deserts is very hot, like we can say. That is called climate of the place, not temperature of the place, Nana. Humidity of the place. Humidity is nothing but already we discussed in the previous questions. Humidity is all about the moisture present in the atmosphere, but the average weather pattern taken over a long time is called not the humidity. Okay, and rainfall of the place, not about the rainfall. Rainfall means the rain will be continuously or it depends upon the for some time. That all about the climate, that depends upon the temperature. The average weather pattern taken over a long time is called the climate of the place. Is called climate of the place. Climate of the place. I will go with the A option. Okay. Come to the next question. The place where the sun does not rise for 6 months and does not set for other 6 months are. These are called polar regions. Polar regions means there will be very less temperature. The temperature will be in minus 37 degrees Celsius. Below it will be the place where the sun does not rise for 6 months. does not set for the 6 months. So if you observe is some Kedarnath like that place, 6 months the temple will be closed, 6 months the temple will be open. That 6 months closing time there will be a very temperature, minus degree Celsius temperature will be recorded. No one can survive at that time without proper planning. So why the reason? Because that place is called the polar regions. Not Kedarnath is a particularly polar region like that. I have taken as the example that one. So the sun does not rise for 6 months and does not set for the other 6 months are called polar regions. Not the equator regions, Nana, northern regions and southern regions. The region that is called polar regions. Okay, come to the next one. The temperature in polar regions, weather will be as low as, just now we discussed, that is minus 37 degrees. The temperature records set in minus negative. So here the B option is 34 degrees Celsius. No, it is hot. 45 degrees Celsius is more hot. Not even minus 0 degrees Celsius. It is minus 40 degrees Celsius. So I will go with the option A, because in the polar regions the temperature will be recorded in negatives, that too minus 37 degrees Celsius below, that shows. Okay, come to the next question. Now till now we have discussed about the conceptual understanding questions, Nana. Now we are going to discuss single correct answer type questions. Single correct answer type questions. Let us start with our first question. Find the animal living in the polar regions from the following. See here the options are given: monkey, donkey, polar bear and gorilla. See, normal monkeys, what we are seeing here in our places, those monkeys will not have any special protection to live in the polar regions. They can't take that much less temperature. They immediately sick. So not the monkey, even not the donkey and even not the gorilla. So our option is polar bear. Polar bear has a special protection. It has a 2 lines of thick fur to protect herself from the lowest temperature which is recorded in the polar region. So polar bears, that's why, see, this is the polar bear, that's why they can survive in the polar regions. Okay, so our answer is polar bear. Now come to the next one. How does the polar bear keep itself warm in cold weather? Just now we discussed how the polar bear surviving in that less temperature, because they have a 2 lines of thick fur for protecting herself from that less temperature. So our options are: it has 2 thick layers of fur, yes. It has a coat of wool, no, it doesn't have any coat of wool like itself. Naturally it has a fur on her body. Okay, next, it covers its body with a woolen coat. No, animals, they will not. They won't cover with any woolen coat like that. It sits by the side of the fire. No, it is generally we can decide this question. It sits by the side of the fire. How come it is possible? No, it won't. It is not possible always. So it will have a naturally protecting herself with the thick layers of the fur. So we will go with the option A. Okay. Now come to the next question. Season which is long in polar climate region is, obviously we know the climate in the polar regions is very cool like winter. It is not hot as the summer, not even autumn and spring. It is purely in the winter like. A season which is long in polar climate region is, it is a winter region. Winter ma, we can observe the winter climate over the polar regions. Okay, now come to the next question. As compared cold air, warm air is. Cold air have a more density than the warm air. If density is more, the weight is also more. So cold air is heavier when compared with the warm air, and warm air is the lighter one, lighter in weight when compared with cold air. as compared to cold air, warm air is, it is not about the saturation and unsaturation, it is about their lighter and heavier. Even cold air is not unsaturated or warm air is not unsaturated, like it is not about the saturation, it is about the all the air, cold air, warm air, saturation or unsaturation, it depends upon the conditions of that atmosphere. So when compared with the cold air, warm air is lighter. Okay, warm air is lighter than the cold air. Also we know the reason why it is the cold air is nothing but whatever the water particles are present in the atmosphere, they come and they form like a ice, they start turning into the ice like, so they will have some density more. When compared with the warm air is nothing but then the water will be in the vapor state, like which is very light in their weight. So warm air is in the lighter. Okay, I will go with the lighter option. I will go with the lighter option. Now comes to the next question. Considering seasons, land is hotter than sea in. See, if we have a different types of seasons, summer season, winter season, autumn season and spring season, like he is asking, considering seasons, considering all these seasons, land is hotter than sea in, means land, sea water, sea, oceans will be hotter, but land is hotter than that sea. In summer is first option, spring is second option, autumn and winter. But spring, autumn, winter, they will not note down that much temperature, right? In summer they will record the highest temperature and nearby the sea, nearby the seashore, or if you see, we will observe more amount of the hotness. Why? Because whatever the salt is present in the ocean, it comes to evaporate and it present in that atmosphere and it will be very hot, and the lands also will become hotter than sea. Considering the seasons, the option is summer. I will go with the option summer. In summers, land is hotter than in sea. Okay, now comes to the next question. Okay, today we completed the some conceptual understanding questions and some single correct answer type questions, guys. So thank you, please watch the video. Thank you guys, thank you so much.